Y'all, it's happening again. I'm a licensed therapist of over 22 years, and I have seen my fair share of collective trauma here in the US. I have seen what people go through due to the amount of school shootings we have, due to the varying recessions we have. But right now, people are depressed, anxious, and they can't afford their bills, their mortgage, their groceries, their anything. People are not able to have a night out, to go on vacation, to decompress. Because here in the US, we don't get a lot of paid time off from jobs the way that other countries do. So, unsurprisingly, our collective mental health is in the toilet. And so many of us saw this coming. And on top of that, people can't afford mental health care.
The American dream used to be simple: you work hard, you follow the rules, and you get a little peace of mind in return. Now millions are working harder than they ever have in their lives, taking on second and third jobs, cutting every possible luxury, and they are still falling behind. What you are about to see isn't isolated. It's a mass realization that the math just doesn't work anymore. We are watching a slow-motion breaking point where making the most money you've ever made still leaves you completely empty-handed by the end of the week. The social contract is fundamentally broken. Let's listen to what that actually sounds like for everyday people.
The current state of the economy is kicking my ass. I don't know if I'm the only one, but I feel like my fiance and I just work. We work and work and work and work just to pay bills, just to afford the house we have, to afford groceries, to make sure that everyone is comfortable. And it's a lot. It is a lot. And you guys can say, oh, the economy is great. Y'all, again, I voted for the current president. The economy is not great. I don't care what you're saying. Groceries have gone up exponentially. And I can say specific items because I buy the same specific items when I go to the store. I buy this, that, and the other. And there's no reason for it to be increased, right? Gas. Oh my God. Gas is so unaffordable. And to get to work, you obviously have to buy the gas to get there. And that's affordable. And it's no one's getting raises. No one's getting bonuses. Like, I'm just stressed to the nines, and I don't know if it's just me, but I know 8 years ago when my fiance and I first were dating, we were able to put much more into savings. Life was much more affordable, and mind you, we were making less then. So obviously something isn't working.
I just split my groceries 3 different ways in order to pay for them, with a line of people behind me. I wanted to cry so bad walking out of that store. It was so embarrassing. All I want to do is provide for my family and my friends and myself. I want to create a future where I can help other people. And I can't even buy my own groceries right now. I'm so done struggling.
Every single day, I see a new video of someone coming on here crying because they can't afford groceries, crying because they can't afford gas, sitting here panicking because they don't know how they're going to be able to buy their kids food and clothes. They can't even get to work. People struggling to the point of they don't want to be here anymore. They're ready to check out. That's how bad it is. The economy is only good for the wealthy. It is absolutely piss poor for anyone else. And you got all these people up in Washington making $200,000 a year, plus all the benefits they get from stock trading, living high on the hog. They don't even have to go to the gas station or the grocery store. They pay people to do that for them. They don't even know what the prices are. They haven't seen what the price of eggs is. They don't know. They just know they can afford it. They don't have to worry about grocery prices or gas prices. They don't ever see a gas pump or a grocery store. They have people that do it for them. That's why they're so disconnected from reality, because they live in a different reality. They live in a reality where everything is just in arm's reach. They don't have to worry about struggle. They have to worry about, can I afford this? They just buy it because we pay for it for them. And they're just going to keep doing it until we're all living in cardboard boxes. And I don't know about you, but I'll fight to the last drop of blood to make sure that don't happen.
Not okay. That's just the truth. And I'm scared. I'm really worried for what this month brings. I know I can't keep up this grind of DoorDashing 13 hours a day to make things work. I'm tired, man. Go out from 6 p.m. to 4 a.m. every day, and then again from 8 o'clock to noon, and I'm not sleeping, I'm not eating, I'm not taking care of myself, but life can't stop. But I also don't know how much more I can take. And I think that's the part that's scaring me the most right now, is I don't know how much more I can physically take. So tired, man. Just tired. I'm so tired.
Bro, and there's just nothing else that you can cut back on, boy. There's no more cutting back on Starbucks, coffees, subscriptions. There's nothing left. I'm out here managing and budgeting using the vending machine. I'm going days where I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna eat for lunch. I'm gonna wait till I get back home. Ain't nothing else left to cut out. It's crazy. I'm making the most money I probably didn't ever make. Ain't no probably. I didn't ever made. Yeah, I don't ever see it. It be gone. The bills be snatching it. I'm not even gonna say we not making enough money. Everything just too high. Ain't no way at 36 an hour, getting close to 40 an hour, you just barely making it. You just be having enough and maybe a couple hundred extra. That's crazy. What is going on?
Can someone explain to me how we're supposed to get ahead in life? Seems like every time I try to have money saved up, something comes up. Whether that be my car, my child needs something, dental work. I mean, there's always something. My gallbladder needs taken out. Oh man, that's gonna be $2,000 for a CT scan. Why do we even have medical insurance if they don't even pay all of it? Why? It's all about money, money, money. Take, take, take. We need a break, y'all. This is getting old real quick.
I have not seen my wife or kids in 3 days. On Friday, I woke up at 5 a.m. and I worked until 10. They were all asleep. Saturday, woke up at 5 a.m. I worked until 9:30. They were all asleep. I have been working since 5 o'clock. It is now 6 o'clock at night. And I have another 3 hours left to work. Because I am working around the clock to be able to afford life. Because it's so damn expensive. And I'm affording life. We're getting by. But I have not seen my family in 3 days. And I got to do the same thing tomorrow. I got to work around the clock. Because bills are being bills. And y'all might say, oh, the economy is fine. Everybody's surviving. No. Keep telling yourself that little lie. We are all hurting because of one person that is in charge of this country. So yes, we need to make a change. Period. Because we are all drowning except for the rich. This is a 3-day crash out. I don't get political. But I do get political when it affects my finances and when it affects my life. This sucks. I don't even want to hear it.
There is nothing else to cut. There's nothing left for me to cut. I have cut so much out of my life just to make it. When I say everything is high, gas prices high, I'm filling up my tank every 3 to 4 business days. 3 to 4 business days. Everything is high. Food high. Light bills high. Gas bill high. Gas prices high. Rent is high. The tired. I make the most money I've ever made in my life. It may not be much to a lot of people, but to me, it's a lot. I could potentially make up, not to put my financial business out there, potentially take home $2,400, depending on how I work. My thing is, I never see the money. I never see it. Where is it? Where did it go? It disappeared. It's in my account and poof, out. Gone. 2 seconds. Out of there. Gone. Like, just gone. I'm not understanding what is going on with this economy. I don't know what's happening, but I am tired of making the cuts. I bring my own lunch to work. I skip meals. I'm going to be a 2T by summer. I'm going to be a 2T by summer. I promise you. I don't know what to do.
I am really tired of this work harder bullshit. Like, how much harder am I supposed to work before I'm actually allowed to live? I'm exhausted. I'm burnt out. I'm tired of waking up every day just to survive another day to still be broke, behind, and drowning. And maybe the problem isn't that I'm just lazy or that I'm weak. Maybe I'm trying to force myself into a lifestyle and a culture that literally does not fit who I am as a person. Because America is go, 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 go. Work, bills, stress, hustle, productivity, and then repeat. And if you're a single mom here, forget it. Because you're expected to do everything alone and still smile and act grateful for the opportunity that you have to be overworked and undersupported. I don't want a luxury life. I don't want designer shit. I don't need to be rich. I just want peace. I want enough energy at the end of the day to enjoy my child. I want to be able to cook dinner without feeling like I'm gonna collapse. And I want a home that's not a physical manifestation of my mental exhaustion. I want community. I want softness. I want family life. I want to exist without feeling like every second of my life has to be optimized or monetized. And honestly, maybe some people are built for this hustle culture. Maybe some people thrive in this environment, but I don't. And I'm tired of pretending like I do. I'm tired of masking. I'm tired of forcing myself to operate like a machine when my body and mind is screaming at me that this pace is not sustainable for you. People keep saying you just have to work harder. Meanwhile, I'm already running on fumes. Like, maybe, no, I don't need to work harder. Maybe I just need a different life. And maybe that means leaving. Maybe that means moving somewhere slower, somewhere more family oriented, somewhere where people actually know how to live instead of just survive paycheck to paycheck while pretending that this is normal. Because this shit does not feel normal anymore.
We have officially hit the breaking point. So now my question is, what do we do? The breaking point means that everything, as it's been getting more expensive, has now collectively gotten too expensive. So that it's not just people kind of getting behind on things. We're like from the point of no return where like there is no catching up anymore. Nobody can tell me I need to go work 80 hours a week doing something because I'm still getting now outpaced by the price of gas, electric, food. What are we supposed to do? Like this genuine human me to you, like what are we supposed to actually do? Because unfortunately right now, as most people are, they don't own anything. I don't own my car. I don't own the house I live in. I don't own these things. And so if I don't pay for them, I lose them. So if there's so many other people in the same spot, I'm just trying to see like the bigger picture, and I'm trying to like have like a conversation here because obviously like it's very clear that we're in a systematic collapse. But I think like it's what are we now going to do? Because there is no hyper individualism. I can't sit here and take any hyper individualistic advice to somehow turn my life around because it's not going to work. the world has now fallen apart so much. At least, like, the whole system we've lived in. So, I mean, what are we supposed to do? What are we gonna do? And I'm just open to hear, like, all thoughts and whatever else, because, like, ultimately, most people's boomer-ended advice is not gonna help anybody, and that era is over. The idea of going and working for somebody else and saying that this now solves my day-to-day livelihood problems are well over. So,
okay, sitting here at my desk, watching, just scrolling through TikTok, and I'm seeing a lot of the age of disclosure videos. And I feel like I want to join the conversation. I pride myself on being fairly honest. If you ask me a question, I'll give you an honest answer. I don't normally volunteer information, and I wear my mask very well, but I'm tired. I am a single mom of 3 boys, with the oldest being in college, a senior in college, and the youngest being 7.5, so a second grader. I'm only telling this for context, not for sympathy, not for excuses, anything like that. I make almost $57,000 a year, and I remember when I got this job, 2 years ago, I was so excited because I never made over $50,000 a year, and in my brain, everything was going to be fixed. I'm finally making some real money. That real money has turned into chump change now. I live in the outskirts of Nashville, Tennessee, because the rent prices in Nashville drove me away. But even now, based on the economy, my rent that I pay for my 2-bedroom under 1,000 square foot apartment is basically the ghetto of my city. I live in the hood of my city, literally. I know you see these nails. These nails are from Shein, however you say it. They're $1.50. I buy my kids' clothes through that using Afterpay, because that's the only way I really can afford to clothe my children that are growing like weeds. I drive a 2010 Lexus that was given to me by my dad and stepmom. That car now needs brakes, but the brakes for that car, because it's a Lexus, cost $1,300. $1,300. I can't afford that because right now, in order to pay my rent one month, I had to take out a title loan against that car, and I'm still having to pay that back. I live through the benefits that my online bank gives me. So I am taking out my pay loans, which is basically taking money from my check that I'm going to get the next time, or, oh, you qualify for this instant loan. I do that. Everyone's like, why are you single? Why don't you have a boyfriend? I can't afford to go anywhere to meet anybody. So if he's not finding me at my church where I'm serving, he's not finding me at the grocery store because I'm shopping for these kids, I don't know where I'm going to find a man or see a man or have a man approach me. My only indulgence for myself is I get my hair done. Right now it looks a mess. I just took a style down and I need to wash it. But every, 8 weeks, I pay $145 to get my hair done. And even then, that is okay, this week I can get it done. Well, nope, it needs to be done right now, but we're going to have to stretch it for another 2 weeks. Even then, I take my kids to the barber college 30 minutes away in order for me to pay $25 for them to get haircuts instead of paying $65 collectively for them to get haircuts closer to me. It makes no sense. I love my job. I don't want to look for another job because I love my job. It allows me a lot of freedom. It's not stressful, which I've had stressful jobs for so long that I don't want to give this up. But I've also, for the last 2 years, had to work at Target part-time during Christmas to even give my babies a Christmas. And that's working an additional 25 to 30 hours a week on top of my 40 hours a week at my at-home job. My kids hate that because they want me at home. It's something's got to give. Something's got to give. I don't know what's going to give. I'm also tired. I am so tired. I want to take my kids on vacations. I want to take them to the newest kids zone, slide park, trampoline park. I want to be able to do all those things for them. But when I'm trying to figure out and finagle how to keep lights on, which my lights are prepaid. I'm on the prepaid plan, so it's just a matter of keeping so much in my account so they don't turn my lights off. My cell phone bill is paid by my sister because we're all on a plan, and she pays for me and my middle baby, my 14-year-old. She pays for our bill, but she doesn't have any kids, so that's not something she really complains about. But it shouldn't be on her because I should be able to do it. Something's just gotta give, and I don't know what's gonna give. I don't know, but it's stupid. All of it is stupid, and quite honestly, I am tired. I pray a lot, and literally my prayer is, God, you gave me these kids. You have to provide for these kids, and He continues to do it. Is it stressful? Absolutely. Am I still stressed? Absolutely. I am still stressed, and it just doesn't. It doesn't make, I don't know. So I don't understand jobs not giving a living wage raise every year when the cost of living goes up every single year. But last year, I think I got a 57-cent raise or something stupid because my supervisor wanted to say that my communication wasn't good. We don't have to talk that much, quite honestly. I don't know. I just thought I'd join the conversation. I haven't even begun to talk about my health care, dental care, vision care for me and these kids. That's a whole nother video, a whole nother one.
When you hear person after person saying the exact same thing, you have to realize this isn't individual failure. This is a systemic feature of an economy designed to extract every last dollar from the working class. Corporations are reporting record profits while regular people are forced to use payday loans just to keep their electricity on. Groceries, rent, and basic transportation have been financialized to the point where they are out of reach for a normal family. We are living in a system where the margin for error has been entirely erased. There is no room for a sick day, a flat tire, or a broken appliance. People are exhausted because they are carrying the weight of a failing system on their own shoulders, and human beings were not built to survive under this level of constant crushing pressure. Are you feeling this exact same pressure in your own budget? And if so, what is the one everyday expense that officially pushed you past your breaking point? Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.